Look, I'm just trying to record my stupid little video, and Roblox puts me in a DE server somewhere that I am nowhere near. I love this platform. That's why I've been on it for 9 years. Okay, first of all, I tried to make my keyboard not be that loud, but I can't do that with this microphone because it picks up literally everything. And secondly, I was supposed to make this video like 2 years ago now. Better late than never.
Wow!
I'm sure everyone in this server is lovely. I'm be honest, I totally forgot about the fact that I'm supposed to review this. Yeah, this weapon, this weapon released 2 years ago. Alright, well, and I guess the third thing. This was supposed to be a lot more structured. This was supposed to be how I reviewed the Hallows Launcher Mark II. It was gonna have defined segments and everything, all the little downsides, all the upsides and whatever. But I just decided not to do it because I can't bring myself to. I think I'm just a little too, mentally ill to do that for some reason. I honestly don't know. I've written the script for the Snowball Launcher Mark III like 5 times, probably more. But I just can't bring myself to read it. I don't know why. Anyway, this weapon is, it's okay. It's fine. It is a perfectly fine weapon. And by perfectly fine, I mean mediocre. This thing costs roughly 1,700 Robux. I believe it was sold for 1,699 last time it was on sale. But it's still the same price, basically. 20 USD, $5 4 times. You can buy a lot with $20.
I don't even have a weapon this time.
Normally casual is not this aggressive, to be honest, but, I guess it's just, the luck of the draw playing criminality. Here's the review. You can buy it at level 1. The price is $190. Takes 7.5 slots, has the exact same problem as the Hallows Launcher, and also the problem with being horrendous against armor. The fire rate is 1, which I wouldn't actually mention, otherwise, but because there's actually something very important about that. And, ammo 4 out of 8. Yeah. You get 12 snowball shots in total. And the only reason I mention the fire rate is because how fast you fire actually matters. Your enemy can get up before you shoot your next snowball. Usually it doesn't really matter because you'll probably hit them anyway. So they'll get, knocked down again. But, it can impact how useful this thing will be at long ranges. Which, if you're hitting this at long range, you're probably better off using anything else because you can probably hit things. So by the way, the damage on the thing is actually horrible. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's okay, You'll do roughly 80 damage with all 4 snowballs hit. It's not really, if you're using this to actually try to kill people, I think you got a problem. That's only something I would do because, gotta figure it out. There's a lot of other options that you have if you're trying to kill someone in this game. This is not one of them. Okay, look, roughly each snowball does 20 damage. It can do 25, 26 damage, but that's pretty rare. I don't know what mechanic there is to the damage on this thing, because it's possible for this to do 14 on a direct hit, but that's from really far away. Or 26, but that's up close. I don't know what the magic is. I don't know what you have to do in order to get the best damage on this, but generally it's about 20 damage, and even if you hit all 4 snowballs, you still gotta get close to your enemy to beat them up. And I mentioned earlier how armor has the exact same, counter, like how the Hallows Launcher gets screwed over by armor. But the Hallows Launcher at least kind of can damage. It's not a lot. I think it's 8-7 damage, but this, oh my god, this thing is horrible against armor. People with helmets are still free game, but anyone with vests, I'm putting footage on screen right now, but you get an idea of how bad this thing gets against armor. And from what I'm presenting it as, this weapon seems horrible, but it's not bad. For this to actually be effective, you need to be playing with other people. It is possible, to actually do things alone with this. I have footage of it. It is possible. It can happen, but you won't have a necessarily good time if you try that. Like, okay, yes, as a support, as a supportive weapon, it's good. As a primary, it's terrible, is what I'm getting at. And I mean, if you needed me to tell you that that a snowball launcher is bad at being a primary, then I mean, okay, I just looked at the script again. I've been going completely off memory up until right now, so you can reel it off the ground. I forgot to mention that because that is just so important. You know, that's critical information. See idiots like this, okay? It's possible to win against them. See, look at that potential of the weapon. I almost died because, you know, it does no damage. And I got shot at anyway, but that doesn't matter. And also, this weapon, I kind of forgot to mention, it launches players into the air. I mean, I think you saw that right there, but yeah, it does that like how the Hallows launcher did at launch. I didn't review that version of the Hallows launcher though. I'm talking about Mark II. It used to have a lot weaker of a launch. It wouldn't throw people into the sky. But it's kind of like this. How this is by default. You know, you shoot. It's a little launch. And I already forgot what the other thing was. Oh yeah, it has a super heavy arc. Like, normally, I don't think this would matter under most circumstances because you're probably going to be shooting like pretty close anyway. But if you're just shooting even kind of far, like, it's not gonna do that well. Like, what? Okay, well, maybe it's not as heavy, but stupid launcher making me look dumb. Okay, look, whatever. I've been putting relevant footage whenever it's necessary, because I'm just doing this live. Like, yeah, okay. Look at the heavy arc. Oh my god, that arc. It's so heavy. And also, this isn't really relevant at all, but it's something that I wanted to mention in one of the scripts, but I just never did because there's no point to actually mentioning it. If you shoot directly up, your camera kind of flicks. And it's from the recoil, but it like moves to a different direction. It's not just the recoil, it's weird. Because your camera doesn't even go back to where it was, it just flicks. See? I think it's better to be right in front of something, but yeah, it just does that. I'm not doing that. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. So yeah, well, I guess here's a perfect opportunity for me. I'm just gonna ignore that. This thing can take out the lights. I think I have viruses on my computer. Okay, so I was looking at the script again. Turns out I mentioned literally everything. Obviously just in a not very organized way, but I mentioned everything that I needed to. Some things I could have explained a little more, but for the most part, I think things are, yeah, I said everything I wanted to say. The only thing I mentioned earlier, yeah, this is a supportive weapon. I referred to it as a deterrent because that is what it is. It makes people go away, you know. Even if they aren't taking that much damage, they're like, oh my god, I just took 20 damage. I better get out of there, you know. Like, that's pretty much it. That's the only other thing that was there to mention. There's nothing else to this weapon. The only thing I didn't mention was the what do you call it? Okay, well, I mean, letting me reload. Do not be this stupid idiot. See how bad this weapon is? He tanked like 8 shots and he didn't die. Anyway, actually in the conclusion I was going to talk about how I didn't want to bash on the weapon. And how originally I was going to bash on the weapon in like the very first version of the script. Isn't that just so funny? What a funny coincidence. Anyway, I mean, well, besides the deterrent thing, I think the only thing worth mentioning is just, you know, re-emphasizing the 2.5 slots that you have. What? I think I have dementia. I don't even remember reloading. Well, I mean, since I forgot what I was going to talk about, I think it was a 7.5 slots thing, but even then, I mean, I was literally just going to re-emphasize that there wasn't any new information. Jesus Christ, okay. They're using a mare for a guy with... Oh my god, oh, whatever, dude. The only thing I was going to mention was just... Because the conclusion, which even then was just kind of me being like, this weapon isn't really that bad. But it's kind of bad, you know? That was it. That was literally it. There wasn't anything else. I think the video would have been like 5 minutes if I actually finished it, because I did make a finished version. I mean, almost did. It did turn out to be like 4 minutes. Oh yeah, I guess the only other important thing, completely not related to the Snowball Launcher Mark III, because there's a Snowball Launcher Mark IV, that kind of implies that... Wait, didn't this guy try to kill me earlier? This is not a pay-to-win weapon. This weapon is terrible. If anyone ever says that, that just means that they suck. Doesn't really matter though, because they probably don't have a lisp like I do. Oh yeah, but that last thing that I was going to mention from the conclusion. Yes, the existence of the Snowball Launcher Mark IV, it puts the possibility of a Hollow Launcher Mark IV into the realm of possibility. Yeah, but they can make a Hollow Launcher Mark IV, which is kind of scary. Because my money. So yeah, that was it. I don't know. This weapon, is it worth it? It's like a solid 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a 7 if I felt nicer. Okay, honestly, saying a 7 feels wrong. No, this is like a 6 out of 10, dude. This is what they would call mid. Should you buy it? If you want it. If you really want a Snowball Launcher, just buy the Mark II. It was like 1,200 when it went on sale this year, or I guess earlier this year. Yeah, it was like 1,200, literally 500 cheaper than it used to be. Just get that if you want a Snowball Launcher. And the Mark IV, I mean, if I haven't ever seen a bigger waste of money, okay, well I have, but you know, that is a interesting use of money. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10 weapon. Don't buy it. I mean, like, unless you want it. I don't know why you would, but yeah, I guess there is more to this weapon. This is the defense that I had for the the Snowball Launcher Mark III. It's fun to mess around with because people probably won't get mad when you shoot at them, probably. And that was pretty much it. But you can use the Snowball Launcher Mark II for that, or if you really want, you know, you just wait until the winter update happens. You pick up a snowball off the ground. And another thing, if you're like, you know, camped up on a roof or some other higher area, you can kind of... Jesus Christ. He's getting beat up right now. If you're up on a roof, you can pretend that, Anyway, yeah, if you're up on a roof, you can kind of pretend you're shooting out mortar shells, which is pretty fun if the camera doesn't flick. You know, you can just do that. Look, it's basically like mortar, like, you know, mortar, like from Clash of Clans, or from a tower defense game, or from, you know, I don't know, real life. Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't have anything else to say. This weapon was not worth making a script like 8 times for. Okay, bye.